day today. I should get a haircut today. Can't take it anymore, it's too shaggy. So new haircut, new me, right? Something like that. I do find it hilarious. I've probably got about 18 DMs. People telling me, what do you think of this Centrotherm thing? Oh, you're all a bunch of sharks, man. I think there's blood in the water and water frenzy over it. Listen, I got invited to the Centrotherm thing and didn't go. I've had dinner with Sukaris. Fabulous dude. Absolutely genuine, fabulous, hard worker. Believes in his company. Represents it well. I know Dan very well. We've had lunch a few times. I've done work in his house. I even sent him a bill. I don't think he was happy about it. But listen, I'm as genuine as it gets. If I show up to do something for you, it ain't for free. Anyway, I've talked on the phone with Matthew Price many times. My only challenge with the Centrotherm boys, and this is no news to them, because what I say here, I say in the real world, is I can never get their shit. Ever. I tried to do this big boiler job with it, and it just was a complete and total cluster. Total. And it's not necessarily Centrotherm's fault. I mean, they have partners, wholesalers, and blah blah blah, and I get that, the Western Canada which is a big hunk of real estate, is what? I don't even know. 12 to 15 million people. Whereas, they're based out of Massachusetts, I think. Anyway, I mean, the Northeast states there's 100 million people. So, of course, you're going to focus your product on that stuff. I do think what they're doing is expensive. I mean, they're flying all those dudes in, some of which are absolutely legit dudes, run their own business, have been in it for years, meet all the Baker criteria. If that means something, it doesn't, but it meets all the criteria. So I have nothing to bitch about, frankly. And then there's some posers in there. Absolutely, you're welcome to watch it and pick the posers from the reels. That's part of what we do in life. So I think what they're doing, I mean, they're obviously trying a different marketing strategy to shed light on their product, to get it out in the industry, to show people how easy it is to set up, blah 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 blah, which I respect and get. There's no shade I can throw on those guys, because they're genuine. And when I've had a problem with something, their responses have been intense and immediate and instructive. What else do you want? So, they got to pick from a certain pool, and I'll use a fishing terminology. When you sort of cast your net into the sea, you're going to catch some tunas, you're going to catch some salmon, you're going to catch some halibut, and you're going to catch some squid, and some rockfish, and some suckers, and some stuff that you're just going to throw back. But in the world that we live in today, you can't throw nothing back. So, you got to deal with the hand that you're dealt. And there are some absolute fake influencers there, for sure. I mean, there's guys there that will do anything for my, like, they'll go to anything. You're gonna fly me out? I'm there, no problem. I'm there. Just tell me what to say. There are fellas out there that use their products that I have respect for and consider compatriots in this crazy trade. And so it's the same as any other group of people. You take a sampling of lawyers, you take a sampling of doctors, you take a sampling of school bus drivers. You can have cool dudes that actually are invested in what they're doing, and then you're gonna have meatballs. That's not science to anybody, I don't think. If it's news to you, then you should read a book or something. So I hope everybody has a wonderful time in Miami Beach. Looks like they're having a good time. It's going to be exactly what I say it's going to be. It's at Miami Beach this time, not in frigid Chicago. So I'll just, for you new guys, I'll repeat the 3 rules of the traveling trade show life. Number 1, people are going to get fucking plastered, like smoked out of their minds. Number 2, there's going to be a fight. Somebody's going to fight. 2 dudes are going to fight. And it usually happens in the pool. And number 3, somebody's going to try and bang your spouse. If you brought your spouse, she should be glued to your hip, because someone's going to try and steal her. You heard it here first. And just like Chicago and Wet, you can DM me when that happens to you. I got 2 DMs out of Wet saying you're absolutely right. That's how that goes. So, all I'm trying to do, my brothers and sisters, is just shed the well, that was a big deer. The light of 40 years of experience in this crazy trade, and keep you all on the straight and narrow. Or from falling in too many potholes. Anyway, congratulations to Centrotherm. Maybe get some product in Alberta so I can use it. As I said to those guys when they were a bit distraught that they couldn't provide what I needed within the timeline I needed, most of our stuff is 911. We don't get to plan for days and weeks on end to do jobs. Usually we show up and we're like, okay, we got like 4 days to make this turnaround. It's kind of how my life works. It's only how my business life works. Makes it a little bit more stressful, but it's also very fun. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you're well. Cut this one short. Good luck to everybody in Miami for like the 3rd freaking time. And you've been warned. But you can have an excellent time. You absolutely can have an excellent time. I will make one last comment. I do think it's hilarious that I saw, I don't know, 4 or 5 dudes at Chicago riding on the hotel treadmill or the bike or in the workout room, and then like 4 hours later, like 17 beers in. I'm like, those don't counteract each other, just so you know. You can't be sort of nice to your body and give it a bit of a workout and then pound the booze and expect that somehow balances out the equation. It just doesn't. So stay out of the freaking hotel exercise room and just do what you went to go there for. Get pissed. My thoughts, not yours.